Attention, please. A $50 reward will be paid for information leading to the arrest and conviction of anyone caught stealing our speakers. If you accidentally pull a speaker loose, don't worry. Just turn it in. There is no charge, and we'd appreciate it.
Hey everybody, this is Zach from Tanuki Games, and today we're taking a look at 2009's Wet.
Your instincts? You should trust them more often.
That piece of shit has no case.
You don't hear people talk about Wet very often. Personally, I feel like Wet has kind of gotten a bad rap. The game, whilst not being the most incredible thing you've ever seen, really is kind of a surprisingly fun game.
You are so fun.
Put simply, Wet is an arcade-style shooter, and big, long combos are the name of the game. This is mostly accomplished through bullet time, and unlike a Max Payne, you don't have a limit as to how long you can stay in bullet time. As long as you're sliding or jumping, running on the walls, sliding down a ladder, you can slow down time and shoot people. Without having to burn a meter, Wet allows you to freely mess around with the mechanics, and a lot of time, it's just a lot of fun shooting, 15, 20 guys in a row, all slowed down. I'm not sure how long it would actually take to beat the game without bullet time. Wet tells a pretty generic story, Ruby being the main character, and it's mostly gangsters and human organs being traded and all sorts of kind of nasty things, and really you're not going to get that hung up on the story. What you're going to get hung up on is having a blast shooting lots and lots of dudes. The main point of Wet is to kind of feed you as the player through different arenas, and there's some light platforming here and there, but for the most part you're going to spend the game just shooting a lot of stuff in bullet time. Each of the arenas has kind of a requirement to get out of, and mostly it's to take out these gates. And you can just keep infinitely shooting dudes because there's no limit on bullets. And in these arenas, you have to close the gates. If you don't close the gates, then more guys are going to come out of it. So you can just kind of continuously keep killing guys as long as you can last. I'm playing the game on medium, and I think it would be a lot more difficult, of course, on hard, but it doesn't prove to be much of a challenge. One of the interesting things about Wet is the soundtrack, which has got this really interesting kind of southwestern and psychobilly vibe to it. It's not the best thing in the world for me personally. It's not any sort of genre of music I've ever had a tremendous amount of interest in, but it definitely is very original, and it gives the game a unique feel, and definitely makes it feel like a grindhouse kind of venture. Wet also has some obligatory set pieces that are pretty fun to watch. And here again, some of the language is going to offend those who might be a little bit sensitive, but honestly, this is very much in keeping with the exploitative nature of grindhouse film, and is very much in keeping with that. So take it for what it is, not for what you would like it to
Help
be.
me. You gotta help me. I can't feel my legs. Oh, fuck! I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my fucking leg. You bitch! You fucking bitch! You're gonna leave me? You fucking bitch!
You should have stopped at I can't feel my legs.
One of the greatest ironies about Wet to me and its reception is that people didn't really seem to get that it was a grindhouse game. We wouldn't compare a 1960s B movie with, you know, a blockbuster of today, and I think if anything, that's one of the things that is lost, is that this game was never meant to be anything but an homage to grindhouse, which is kind of really silly, terrible stuff. And so I think in a way the point was missed, but also in a way was kind of the achievement of this game is to really give a real nod to old film and to have an appreciation of it as opposed to trying to simply ape it. Big ups to Bela Lugosi. Some of the sequences are quite exceptional and really just show how much thought went into this game and really was trying to give the player a new experience, even though in some ways this game really is just kind of a beast mode PS2 or original Xbox game. Another one of the cool things about this game is that it really tries to avoid load screens as best it can by giving you these sections of old movie previews or her playing the harmonica in the elevator or whatever. There's some light platforming as well, but mostly you're just going to be funneled through arena to arena, which understandably can get a bit dull if you're not feeling the gameplay. Wet is a game that can be found for very cheap. I picked up my copy for around $5, and it's definitely worth your time. It has a lot to offer if you would ever enjoy a Max Payne style game or just any sort of third-person shooter. There's a lot to offer, and there's a good deal of challenge. I understand the Platinum Trophy is fairly difficult to get, and what do you guys think about this game? Does it look like something fun to you? Have you played Wet? What did you think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? If you haven't played Wet, how does it look to you? Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy.
Useless fuck! Time to die! nobody fuck with a rat.